Our next guest on Smarter San Diego TV is our downtown community correspondent. Please welcome back to the show the life of the party, Nicole Hazleton, and her special guest, President of Urban Discovery Academy, MaeLin Levine.
All right, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Nicole, this is all about families who are looking to live in downtown but aren't aware of some of the schooling options. The thoughts of like, well, where are my kids going to go to school? We really want to live downtown. We want to be in the middle of the action. There's so much going on in there. It's such a cool place to live. I lived there for 5 years. It was so awesome. We can't wait to get back. But a lot of people don't know about the schooling options there. So you wanted to bring MaeLin in today.
Right, I did, because the Urban Discovery Academy is a charter kindergarten through 8th grade school in the East Village. And they're really all about making innovative learning opportunities and having interaction with the students within the community. And I think it's just so important for buyers that are looking to purchase within a community to know what their options are, especially for families, even if they don't have children yet.
Right,
Yeah.
yes, because people have that in the plans.
Right.
So MaeLin, now you guys
Yes.
have a new facility now, right? You moved
We did.
recently.
Yes, we're so fortunate to have been able to, because of our success over the last 8 years, we were able to finance $11.5 million project in downtown. So we acquired a plot at 14th and F that incorporates a historic 2-story brick building, and then we added on to the brick building another almost 20,000 square feet of new addition, new
Holy
construction.
smokes.
It's beautiful.
How did you guys pull that off?
I don't know. It's just, I think we say that we live like this blessed, life, this little school, that things just tend to work out. Lots and lots of hard work, but we're just really lucky that we were able to meet the right people at the right time who knew this process of how to do financing and
Just
real
worked out.
estate development.
I was going to say, because that is a big project.
It's a big project.
Especially for
and
a charter school,
right.
right? I mean, it's not like you guys are swimming in cash. You
Right.
you really had to figure it out.
We did.
That's
Yeah, and we're one
incredible.
of very few charter schools that only have a single site that was able to qualify for that kind of bond financing. So it's really, a tribute to the board's ability to govern the school and keep control over finances for the first 7 years that we're able to qualify for that.
So it's K through 8,
Mm-hmm.
so kindergarten through 8th grade. And how many students are there at the school?
We have 438 this year. We'll add another classroom, another 8th grade class next year. So we'll be full at 472, I believe, next year.
Okay, very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there plans for more expansion from that point?
Actually, yes. Just as of Friday night, our board agreed to pursue adding a high school to our charter.
Wow.
So this week, as a matter of fact, we're submitting our charter revision to San Diego Unified, requesting permission to add the 9th through 12th grade.
So how does the charter school work for people who don't necessarily understand that? What's the difference between a charter school and going through San Diego Unified?
So essentially the money from the state and the federal government for education follows the student. So a charter school is independent from the district, although we're authorized by the district to have a charter. So it's a confusing, complicated relationship, but essentially the money follows the student. So rather than the money going to the district and then getting disseminated to the individual school site, our money comes directly from the state. And so the charter schools have to manage their own budget. They have their own board of trustees, each charter. They hire their director, and then the director hires the staff. So it's a 501c3. It's a nonprofit entity, and so it's an either sink or swim scenario. You've asked for the permission to govern yourself and manage the money and get the students, hire the teachers, and then you
Hopefully
have
you can do it and
you
do it
have
well.
to do it.
And you
right.
guys have been successful because it's hard to get in, right, to your school.
It is.
Because it's so desirable in the area. I know we tried to get Maya in there, and we live downtown, and we actually got her in at the last second. And some unfortunate events we couldn't do it, but it was very desirable. And there was a list to get in, so it's great that you're expanding. And so what you're saying is that the money follows the students, meaning if you have more students, then you'll
Right.
get more funding.
Exactly. And we are maxed out at this building site. We can't actually, because our charter and our philosophy is that we want the classroom size to stay small. So we have 2 grades from kinder through 8th grade. And once we add the 8th grade next year, that's as much expansion as we can do on that particular site. So the high school will have to be located at another location, and we're looking for that location right now.
So are charter schools more like private schools then, as far as how the educational process is organized? Or is it more like...
Yes and no. So
Okay.
the charter school movement, the charter schools sort of live this precarious place between a private entity. They act sort of like a private entity sometimes with the 501c3, but then we're also, you know, the curriculum has to follow Common Core, state testing, all of those things. So we abide by the regulations and the rules dictated by the state of California, but we have leeway in how the school decides and the teachers decide to get the students there.
Gotcha. Okay, very interesting stuff. Nicole, how does this play into the downtown scene as far as, you know, we're talking about families moving into downtown. Does this add a lot of value to the community?
Absolutely it does. I think the Urban Discovery Academy has been a huge success for the properties that are in the East Village surrounding that area. And it's just that we have a shortage of 3-bedroom units in downtown in general, and that's what most parents with children are looking for. So you do have Ballpark Village that's coming. That's a rental community over by the ballpark that will have 3 bedrooms. Pinnacle on the Park is a rental community that offers 3 bedrooms, and Strata, which is a little bit more of an upscale community.
Does 13th and Market have 3 bedrooms?
13th and Market is limited to 2.
Okay.
But there are other communities residential for sale, like Union Square, that has 3 bedrooms in the $450,000 price point. There's 1 there active now. So it's very limited. And I mean, with the millennial population, you have millennials that are overtaking the population of baby boomers this year. So they're growing exponentially. It's the age group from 18 to 34. They're going to be deciding to have children. Studies have shown that millennials like to be in an urban environment. They're going to want to live, work, play, and raise their children in the same community. So really, I think it's time for the developers to start looking at that for the future of downtown. And I know a lot of that's what the Downtown Partnership is doing with the Idea District, but making those communities accessible for schools like the Urban Discovery Academy.
So MaeLin, for people like me who plan on living downtown and plan on having children and who want to go to UDA, how do we do that?
So it's a lottery system. So you have to get your application in soon. They will choose, the lottery will happen on Friday, I believe, March 18th, if that's a Friday.
Okay. And you get extra bonus, right, if you live in downtown?
Yes, the lottery's weighted for folks who live in downtown, and siblings first, but then double weighted if you live in the downtown footprint.
Okay, well, fantastic. Well, if you don't live in the downtown footprint and you want to, call Nicole Hazleton. She's our downtown expert. She will hook you up like a tow truck. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else, commercial free.